Hello and welcome my friends to this Tearlaments Deck Profile. Tearlaments, arguably one of the best decks ever and in my opinion also one of the most fun. So everyone knows Konami gutted the deck last Banlist and due to that we were forced to make a lot of readjustments to the deck, how it's being played and what cards we're going to use. We're going to discuss that and some other thoughts behind the deck and how it's going to be played. Obviously, there might be a new ban list, which hopefully will give us kit colors back to 1 at least, with some other copium. But before we get right into today's deck profile, maybe you want to check out the Mikanko deck upgrade if you're interested in that. And always, let me know what you're interested in below. Maybe I can do something for you. The next profile should be Sword Soul or maybe Gate Guardians. Well, let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. And make sure to subscribe to not miss out on future test hands and deck profiles. But let's get right into it today. So coming here into the Tearlaments deck profile, as I said, the deck has been cucked all over the place by Konami because they don't want fun. They don't want Tear to continue to be the very best. But let's keep that aside and move straight into the main deck. I mean, you will be surprised because we play 3 Reinoheart and then 1 Havnis, 1 Merrli, 1 Scheiren. I mean, like some people want to play more, but I think we're fine with 1. No, obviously, we only have these 3 left. Thank you for destroying the deck. I guess we have this really weird card here. I mean, this card also has no name, by the way. Has anyone ever thought about it? It's Tearlaments Kashtira. It's like vegetable fruit. I don't know. It's like the name of 2 archetypes in its name. It doesn't have a unique distinction, but I guess we play 3 of it. It's good. We also play 4 of our field spell. It's still an incredible card, but obviously comes up less and less with less tier names, but still does everything we want it to do. We also play 2 Scream because 3 is just weird and 2 is just right. So yeah, we do that. And this is maybe a bit unique in my list. Obviously now there's a bit more variation in tier Ishizu decks because, well, we have that much more space in the deck. So I play 1 Meta Noise, 2 Scream, and 1 Crime. Crime might go out in the future, but Kashtira still exists, and if our cards get banished, we don't have that many names, so we kind of need this to recur some of the names, but it's also a decently good counter trap. I mean, counter traps are pretty good, and then obviously Scream is pretty good. So Meta Noise and Crime are the cards that you could cut or side out, depending on matchup. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this so far. Then coming into our Ishizus, and so I'm going to say it. The Ishizu cards are the problem. The tiers, they're good. Yes, they're really good. But you didn't need to murder the tiers like that. I don't care. Like, semi-limit all the tiers, whatever. Give us bad kit. And I don't know, ban these cards, put these back to 2 or something like that. These are by far some insane cards. Keldo and Kelbek, they are just monsters. And yeah, the other 2 are also good, but like these are the problem cards. Tier was great and good at everything, but when these cards came out, everything changed. And no, Konami doesn't agree as much. They just put these to 1 and murdered Tier as well. Anyway, we also play 2 Diviner. Not that surprising. Diviner really is a wonderful card, does nice things, but overall, kind of a win more card, but we need some more normal summons, I guess. Okay, and now, more or less, the deck would be over in the past, because if we play everything as a 3-off, we would be done. But, well, I guess we play some other cards. I saw some good arguments for a small danger engine. I'm not going to take credit for this. I don't know who came up with this originally, but dangers overall have been great with tier, even before the Ishizu cards came in. Mothman for the level 4, this one to search the others, and I mean Nessi is a Dark Aqua, overall very nice card. They obviously help us with discarding names in hand and all that lovely stuff. And as kit is still unjustifiably so on the ban list, we need to play King of the Swamp, not to get into crazy fusions, but just our baseline Lulu here. We just need King of the Swamp to actually do that, so yeah, we play this as a 3-off. I personally don't like Squamata that much because I have bad luck. Like, I get into Squamata after I've already resolved a beast, so it doesn't really do too much. So I think just 1 beast is fine. I will need to test it a bit more, but just one Shaddoll for Winder should be more than enough. Now we come into 3 slots where I was not really sure. I had 2 options here, so I went for nothing really. I'm playing 1 Gameciel and 2 Super Poly. This could be 3 Kaijus, which I think has some good value. This could also be 3 Super Poly, which also I think is great. To be honest, I also only have 2 secret rare Super Polys, and somehow, I don't know where my others is, but I only could find 1 Kaiju. So I went with this because I'm lacking in cards. But yeah, this could be 3 Supers, this could be 3 Kaijus, or like Gameciel, by the way. It has to be Aqua, that's really good for this deck. But anyway, this one also is fine. Super Poly kind of requires some more extra deck cards, but I mean, these are good extra deck cards, so that's fine. But yeah, this is just some board breaking cards. We need to get rid of our evil enemy, the Reinoheart. This is something against it, but obviously in a potential side deck, which I won't go into in this video, but then you want to play some more cards against that. Coming into some fusions, Poly and instant fusion, always lovely, always nice to see. And then foolish and extra foolish to get play started. Obviously great cards in our graveyard based deck. Then coming into the extra deck, and we start with our best card. Lulu, man, absolutely lovely card. That's why I spent the big bucks to get this one. Yeah, I mean, it's not a secret that I love this card. So yeah, we obviously play it. We have some struggles to making it. So we're not playing doubles, by the way, against the Kashtira matchup. We are just built different. We play 1 Guardian Chimera. With the Poly that we already play, it can come up, and it's good breaking some boards. Grapha, lovely card. Then, well, the Dracostapelia always has been nice with this deck, and I guess with Super Poly it also helps us a bit more. Muddragon kinda now has become a kit replacement in case of going for it with the instant fusion, and helps us protect our board a bit more, which we kinda need. And overall, it's a very neat little card. We also play Winder here, which, I mean, it can come up, very rarely so, but if it does, it's great. Coming to the last one, Entis. So I envision here a bit of a win more strategy, which I would not really recommend, but I also am not going to buy another Garura because I bought one, it never arrived at my place. I didn't get the money back, so I'm a bit toxic to buy another one. But if you have Garura, just put Garura in here, so you have more Super Poly targets. But Entis, there's some neat little thing I will show you. Then in terms of Xyz, obviously the Time Thief Redoer can't be missed. Abyss Dweller is a cool card, but mirrors don't come up that often, and I mean, if you have space or if you really want it, you can put it always in, right? But I go with Babushka to be overall a bit more safe. Number 60 is actually pretty cool, like drawing 2, discarding 1, especially with the dangers, can be decently beneficial. And then obviously we play the Divine Arsenal Zeus. Yeah, kind of fun. In the link department, again, more cards that we might want to play. We are playing the Sprint and the Cross Sheep. The Cross Sheep, I'll get into that in a second. Sprite Sprint, obviously very lovely. And as we're not playing the Kashtira tier build with the Aurora Dawn and then into the tokens for the Burning Abyss card and so on, that all is very lovely, but I am not buying the Kashtira card because I expect and hope they will get hit soon, so I'm not going to spend more money in that. I think this bit more moderate line here should serve us well for the future. So Sprint obviously is pretty clear why it's good. And then Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep, remember we can fusion summon under Cross Sheep and it will be a revival effect. It's a revival monster reborn from grave for a level 4 or lower monster. So a very cool thing we can do is if we, I don't know, fusion summon something, right? Sorry for the flex, but I love this card. So if we fusion in our opponent's turn, right, we fusion summon into a Cross Sheep zone and have milled the Diviner before, then we can summon back the Diviner in our opponent's turn, by the way. Diviner effect send Entis, and that will mean we have fusion something, which is already a benefit. We've gotten some more cards onto the field, okay, yeah, who cares really? And then we can also pop a card. So in our opponent's turn, fusion summoning, we always do that. But now we can also, with Cross Sheep and Diviner, pop some cards. This line here with Cross Sheep into Diviner in our opponent's turn can obviously also be used on the Ishizus, right? They're also viable targets for the Diviner, and they're the usual targets, right? But I think adding Antis and getting that free pop that is searchable with Diviner at any point, I think that's a nice little addition. But again, I can absolutely see the argument for wanting to get that extra deck space and yeah, doing something more beneficial or overall standard with it, I guess. And then obviously we play one Burn the Floor because that's a pretty good card. It's actually insane. That concludes today's Tearlaments deck profile. Hope you enjoyed yourself, hope you learned something new. Obviously there are different ways to play the deck and use different side engines to make it more consistent or improve the overall end board. Maybe Konami will give us something back on the next ban list, but till then we have to adjust and keep the tier dream alive. Make sure to check out the test hands that are going to be played with this deck to see some potential combos and end boards. Keep in mind, I'm not a YCS event level player, so maybe I'm blundering, so let me know if I made some mistakes. With that out of the way, maybe you want to subscribe to not miss out on future deck profiles and test hands, and just letting you know, maybe we'll take a look at some Sword Soul or Gate Guardians content in the future, but let me know what you want to see next. Maybe we can make something happen. Till then, my friends, take care and bye bye.